Nathaniel was a man of few words and steady routines. His life revolved around his successful real estate business in Lagos. With a reputation for being intensely focused and reserved, Nathaniel didn't engage in idle chatter. His employees respected him for his no-nonsense attitude, knowing that if he issued a directive, it was to be carried out exactly as instructed without needing further explanation. His work ethic was unwavering, and his precision in business decisions earned him a reputation for efficiency. His days were meticulously planned, starting early, maintaining a strict schedule, and ending with a quiet evening at home. Nathaniel's preference for a minimalist lifestyle extended beyond his work to his personal life. Social interactions were limited to business contexts, reinforcing his image as a solitary, disciplined figure who valued structure above all else. Despite his significant wealth, Nathaniel's life was marked by a predictable and somewhat monotonous routine. His days began at 5 a.m. with a rigorous exercise regimen, followed by a drive to his office in Victoria Island, where he spent long hours overseeing his real estate empire. His evenings were equally solitary. After returning to his spacious but empty mansion, he would dine alone and then retreat to his personal library. Reading was his primary form of relaxation, and he rarely deviated from this pattern. Weekends were no different, with little variation in his activities. The absence of friends or a social life contributed to a sense of isolation. Although Nathaniel's life was filled with material success, the repetitive nature of his days created an underlying sense of emptiness, making his existence feel monotonous and unfulfilling. Nathaniel's contentment with his quiet life stemmed from his belief in the values of structure, discipline, and hard work. To him, these principles were the foundation of his success. He had cultivated a life where every day was predictable and controlled, which he found reassuring. The loud parties and vibrant nightlife of Lagos were foreign to him. They seemed unnecessary distractions from his goals. Yet, beneath this surface of order and control lay an emotional void. The quiet evenings spent alone in his grand mansion often revealed a loneliness he tried to ignore. Despite his achievements, there was a growing realization that his life lacked the richness of human connection and spontaneity. This inner conflict, between his love for order and an unspoken desire for more, was a source of silent dissatisfaction that he rarely acknowledged. Everything changed one Saturday evening when Nathaniel decided to explore a newly opened restaurant near his office. It was an impulse decision, a break from his routine driven by a need for something different. Upon entering the restaurant, he was immediately struck by its vibrant atmosphere and colorful decor. In this lively setting, Chioma stood out with her dynamic presence as a hostess. Her energy was palpable. She greeted every customer with a cheerful smile and a friendly demeanor. Nathaniel couldn't help but notice the contrast between Chioma's exuberance and his own reserved nature. Her ability to effortlessly connect with people was both intriguing and unsettling. Despite his usual preference for solitude, he found himself drawn to her warmth and openness. This chance encounter marked the beginning of an unexpected shift in his otherwise predictable life. Nathaniel's initial interactions with Chioma were brief but impactful. He started visiting the restaurant more frequently, not just for the food but for the opportunity to see her. Chioma's enthusiasm and genuine interest in her customers made each visit feel special. She engaged Nathaniel in conversation, asking about his day and sharing snippets of her own experiences. Her ability to draw him out of his shell, even with small talk, was something he wasn't accustomed to. Nathaniel began to look forward to these encounters, finding her presence a welcome distraction from his routine. Over time, Chioma's persistent friendliness and positive energy began to break down the barriers Nathaniel had built around himself. Her ability to make him smile and laugh, even in brief moments, started to challenge his solitary way of life. One day, Chioma extended an invitation to Nathaniel for a small gathering at a friend's art gallery. Nathaniel was hesitant, unsure of what to expect from this new social experience. However, Chioma's genuine enthusiasm convinced him to attend. The evening at the art gallery was a revelation. It was a vibrant mix of art, live music, and engaging conversations, an environment completely different from his usual surroundings. Nathaniel found himself enjoying the company of Chioma and her friends, appreciating the lively atmosphere and creative expressions. The experience opened his eyes to a different side of life, one filled with cultural richness and human connection. Chioma's ability to introduce him to such new and exciting experiences made him realize how much he had been missing out on, setting the stage for further changes in his life. As the weeks passed, Chioma continued to influence Nathaniel's life in profound ways. She introduced him to a variety of new experiences, restaurants with live music, weekend outings to parks, and even dance events. These activities were a stark contrast to Nathaniel's previous routine and opened him up to new forms of enjoyment. Chioma's spontaneity and adventurous spirit encouraged him to embrace activities he would have previously avoided. His rigid schedule began to become more flexible, and he started to actively seek out time to spend with her. Nathaniel discovered a newfound sense of excitement and joy, as his once predictable life began to include vibrant social interactions and pleasurable experiences. Chioma's impact was evident in the way Nathaniel's outlook on life began to shift, moving away from isolation and towards a more engaging and fulfilling existence. Nathaniel's transformation did not go unnoticed. His friends and colleagues were taken aback by the change in his demeanor. The man who had once been known for his reserved and solitary nature was now seen laughing, sharing stories, and actively participating in social gatherings. Nathaniel even started hosting small events at his mansion, a stark departure from his previous avoidance of social interactions. This newfound sociability was a direct result of Chioma's influence, as she had helped him rediscover the joys of human connection and spontaneity. The contrast between his old self and his current state was striking. The change in Nathaniel was a testament to how a single person's impact could transform someone's life, leading to a more balanced and joyful existence. Chioma's influence extended beyond simply making Nathaniel more social. She helped him find a new sense of balance in life. Through their time together, Nathaniel learned the importance of enjoying the present moment and appreciating life beyond his work achievements. Chioma showed him that relaxation and fun were essential components of a fulfilling life, not just after work but as integral parts of daily living. Her approach to life was a lesson in the value of happiness and connection, teaching Nathaniel that true success included personal fulfillment and joy. As Nathaniel embraced these lessons, he became not just a more sociable person but a happier and more content individual. Chioma's presence brought about a holistic transformation, enriching his life in ways he had never previously imagined. As Nathaniel's relationship with Chioma deepened, he came to a profound realization about his own life. For years, he had been focused solely on his career, shutting out the world and isolating himself in his pursuit of success. Chioma had opened his eyes to the richness of life that extended beyond work and wealth. Her ability to fill his life with laughter, love, and shared experiences was a revelation. Nathaniel understood that life was not merely about professional achievements but also about enjoying the journey with someone special. Chioma had brought color into his once gray world, transforming him from a lonely, rigid individual into a man who knew how to truly live. With Chioma by his side, Nathaniel embraced a new chapter of happiness and fulfillment, appreciating the balance between work and personal joy.